Hi, fire signs. It's me, your girl, the Kinky Witch. How are we doing today? I'm coming through to do your monthly Midheaven career guidance. We're going to switch it up a little this month. Okay, I've been feeling inclined and guided to do so. So, the energies that have been coming through for the last couple readings that I've done, it's just, you see the clusters in the collective. You see the cluster of energy in the collective: fire, air, water, earth, right? And it's because the planets are doing their dance, and dance, baby, dance. You know what I'm saying? But this month, we're going to focus on the elemental aspects. So all the fire signs, all the air signs, all the water signs, and all the earth signs, right? So what's the guidance? What does Spirit want us to know? What does Spirit want us to focus on? What does the Divine Mother, Father, God have in store for us for August in our careers? All right? Okay. Divine Mother, Father, God, angels, ancestors, and guides, I ask that you allow me to see and say all that I must say and see. What is your guidance for your fire babies, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries? What is your guidance, Divine Mother, Father, God, for them for the month of August, right? Midheaven, career, professional sector, everything that is related to them and how they make their money and the connections they have in that sector. What is your guidance? All right. Leo, so I'm going to do it. One card for each, one oracle card for each, and then we're going to use the tarot to clarify collectively. This way we get to focus a little bit on the energies. Leo. Leo, we have fairy spotting. It is time to go fairy spotting. It is said that seeing is believing, but in fact, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. What I'm getting here for you, Leo, for this month is you're in a spot where you're like, I'll see it, I'll believe it when I see it, right? I believe it when I see it. I believe that person's changed when I see it. I believe this opportunity is going to be given to me when I see it. And what the fairies are coming through to say to you is no, right? I believe it, therefore I see it, right? When we talk about the law of attraction, you have to live in it. You're living in the energy of what you want constantly. You're living in the energy of the life that you're calling in constantly. And guess what? You have to believe it before you see it, right? We're calling something that is not here to us. You can't see it, so you have to believe in the energy that is coming, right? Fairy spotting. So for you, Leo, in your career, in your professional sector, your midheaven, your 10th house, Spirit is saying you need to now develop the attitude of, I believe it, therefore it shall be, right? Believing it is seeing it. I believe in it, it is coming. I believe it, and because I believe it, I see it coming, right? You have to believe it. You have to believe that you have the ability to do what it is that you want in order for it to actually manifest, right? So it's like your glass is half full. You're like, but no, it's half empty. I go, but it's also half full, right? How are you seeing the energy? How are you being receptive to the energy, right? Sagittarius, manifestation. It says, be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now, write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. I once heard, right, on a one of the I once heard from one of the YouTubers that I follow, right? She said that sometimes it feels like life is putting in an order, right? So you are at the restaurant and you put your order in, and then, Spirit gets the order, and then you're like, okay, and also add blueberries to that. And Spirit's like, wait, wow, okay, so I got to come back and retake the order, right? Every time you add something, you retake the order. When you are being intentional, Sagittarius, in your manifestation, right? You're sitting down, you're conceptualizing, what is it that I want? You're not randomly being like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want this, right? What is it that I want? And then when the full want, the full thread of that manifestation is there, you're like, I want this. And you understand why it is that you want this kind of career, this kind of job, this kind of house, this kind of relationship. When you recognize the energy behind this, you write it down and you set it and forget it. Every now and then you go back and you look at it because you're looking at the same exact order again. So when you're conceptualizing that order, it's the same thing again. So Sagittarius, what is it that you want? Be intentional. This energy has been coming up in the fire signs, and I feel like Spirit is saying, pay attention to the dance, baby. Okay, that the planets are doing. I love astrology. I'm not an astrologer, so I will not pretend to quote astrology. Okay, but I know the planets are up there doing their dance. Okay, I understand that. Mucho más, yes I do. I understand that. Okay, so I also don't speak Spanish, so hopefully I don't offend anyone. But it makes sense, right? A lot. I understand it. All right, love you guys. But the energy is there. It's like with Leo, I'm getting that you're not believing. I feel like so many things, so many people have let you down, that your endeavors that you've been undertaking and the things that you're trying to launch, I get the energy here of the letdown. So that's why you have this attitude of, I'll believe it when I see it. And Spirit is saying, in order for you to see it, you got to believe it. In order for you to see it, Leo, you got to believe it. Sagittarius, right? Your energy is coming through. And Spirit is saying, what do you want? Be specific. You're not being specific enough. You keep sending the order back. You keep sending the order back. What you want? Oh, what you want? What you want to do? What? What? Aries, Aries, Spirit, Aries, Aries. Yes. Inner child. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. Aries, you're being given the green light to go and have fun. Take a vacation, right? Or take on a fun project. But for me, yet again, I keep going back to this continuous message in the fire signs. It goes from, and it's not that you're not working hard or trying hard, so let me be careful with that. It goes from not seeing the effort that you've been putting in come to fruition. And Spirit is saying that effort is not coming to fruition because you have this attitude of, I gotta see it to believe it. And in order for you to believe it, right, you have to, in order for you to see it, you have to believe in it first. And that energy morphs into manifesting. Call it into you. Believing is calling it in. Believing is writing it down and letting it be. Believing is knowing that I've set my intentions, it will come. I've set my intentions, it will come. And every time I need to reconnect to that intention, I look at what has been written down. But Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, you must have fun while you work. In Jamaica, we have a saying, whistle while you work, play while you work, talk while you work, laugh while you work. No, we're not double working. I was about to say work while you work. No, I think that's what Spirit is saying. You're putting out a lot of effort because you're not seeing something come back, right? Whether it's you've invested money and you're not seeing that investment come back. You're applying for jobs, so you're putting out multiple applications. You're not seeing that investment come back, right? You're trying to be collaborative and work with people. You're not seeing that investment come back. And Spirit is saying, in order for it to come back, you must believe it. Some of you are. So remember, eat what is yours, and what is not for you, push it away. Okay? This is not a house where you got to clean your plate. If it fits, let it stay. If it don't, let it go. Because some of you could be in this energy, and Spirit is saying continue to be the master manifester, right? And that is what Spirit wants. Spirit is like fire sign. Use the energies of the dance that the planets are doing to become a manifester. You have August is coming, the 8-8 portal, the Lionsgate portal. Listen, use it, manifest. But manifesting in a way where you're dancing and playing and singing and you're carefree and you're loved and you feel love and you're giving love. Manifest from that energy, right? Not the energy of I need this, it is here, I have it, let's get it, let's be fun, let's be free and know it's coming. All right? Okay, let us clarify for the fire signs. Let us clarify for the fire signs. Fire signs. It's like summertime. Use the energy of summer, guys, to your advantage. You are a fire sign. This is a period, especially over here in the Western Hemisphere, where it's cold, where it's hot. So maybe whoever is listening to this, you're not in the Western Hemisphere, because I just said it's cold. I know on the opposite side, the Eastern Hemisphere, it's a little cold right now, right? Because I think it's like winter-ish in Australia. I could be wrong. All right, let's clarify. First one we're clarifying is fairy spotting. Fairy spotting. Fairy spotting. One more, yes. Okay. Fairy spotting. We have here on the Knight of Cups, right? So you will be receiving recognition, okay? I feel like there's someone coming in, a Knight of Cups, that's coming in, and you will get recognition, right? This person will recognize you, recognize your work. This person will work with you, right? This cup is being offered, right? And the cup and the light, like look at the sun, is being offered by this Knight. You have the Tower that comes in, right? Change, Leo. Change, massive change, right? This is what Spirit is saying. This idea is this idea that in order for something to happen, you got to see it first to believe it's true, right? You don't always see lightning until it happens, right? But that doesn't mean that it hasn't been manifesting in the energy around us. So a change is coming, sudden change, swift change. The Tower is coming. And this change comes in because you have someone partnering up with you, someone working with you. Yes, change is coming. Death card. Okay, the phoenix shall rise. Okay, burnt to ashes to rise up from that burnt offering. It's kind of, I'm getting the energy, Leo, that you're sacrificing yourself. It's like a spiritual sacrifice of self to come through the other side, to be reborn. They're giving me the scene because I just got caught up in like just watching a lot of stuff about Game of Thrones, but more so with the dragons and Danny, that's what they call her. I'm not, because I didn't watch it. I just got caught up on a space on YouTube where it's all about dragons, but it's all about the energy of what the transformation that Danny goes through, the character goes through when she becomes the mother of dragons, right? And they're showing me the scene in particular where she, I guess, is burning Khal Drogo and the witch that like screwed them over. And the dragon eggs she put in the fire, and she, that offering, those two offerings, and herself, because she walked into the fire, right? The babies, they were hatched. So what spirit is basically saying here with that long drawn out analogy is that you are sacrificing yourself, an aspect of self, an aspect of your career, right? To get better, to be better, right? I feel like with this offering coming out and this change, and in the death card, there's two of them dancing and doing their dance, right? I feel like you may have been a solo person, someone who does things solo dolo, and now there's this offer of help coming in, right? Yes, the star, wish fulfillment. Right? This is bringing in wish fulfillment that you seek, right? But you have to be ready for, so the Three of Swords. So it's like, don't get caught up in the words, don't get caught up in the argument, don't get caught up in the drama, right? Especially when you look at all the paper, right? Because remember, guys, swords is words. So don't get caught up in negotiating, like, and just being, how do I say this? You can negotiate to get a fair deal, but don't just be combative and quarrelsome. Okay, this is what I'm getting here, Leo. Don't be combative and quarrelsome, right? I feel like this combative and quarrelsome energy, right? Look at the lightning. This combative and quarrelsome energy is what is bringing through this swift change. You have to release that, right? Remember, Death card came through with the Star card to say wish fulfillment is here, but you have to release, what did I say? You have to sacrifice an aspect, sacrifice a piece of yourself that is not working, and you're combative and quarrelsome, okay? Leo, you have to change this now, because it's the understanding and realization that I'm in control. I'm in ultimate control of my life, of my destiny, and the things and the people and places that are not meant to be here, I release you. I release you. Like, I release you. Okay? And stand in that. And just like, release. Yeah? All right. Sagittarius. All right. Saggy. We have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords. It's time for a rest, okay? And this is what we talked about, that energy where it's like, stop. Think about it. Hammer time. No, but you are being called, Sagittarius, to stop. What is it that you want? This is a stop. Sit down, relax. What is it that you want, right? Eight of Cups, Jack of all trade, master of none, right? Walking away from what you've built. Walking away seems easier than standing still and working on bringing what it is that you want to you, right? Five of Wands, community. I get community from this. I do. I get community from this, but I also get that you could be warring with yourself here with the Five of Wands, Sagittarius, right? If you're looking for work, this is telling me that you're having a hard time finding work. You're having a hard time finding work. Sagittarius, I think in the July reading, I said to you, take all your hats and stack them. Take all your hats and stack them. Okay? And when they're stacked, say to yourself, I have all this information. How do I put it together? I have all this know-how. How do I put it together? With the Eight of Cups, it's telling me that you have a sense of mastery. Ooh, there we go. There's a sense of mastery to you, but you war with yourself, Sagittarius. You don't know what it is that you want. And this is why in the month of August, you're being put on pause. You're being told to stop. It's like you're being given grace. You're being given grace. What is it that you want? We have the Hierophant that's coming out. Going back to school, taking a course of study, right? Putting those hats together. Putting those hats, look at it. Ooh, so you can see. But putting those hats together, Sagittarius. Yeah, put Sagittarius, like, see, you are the king, right? It's hard for me to explain it. Sagittarius, what Spirit is showing me. Spirit is like you literally have all these hats that you wear and you could interchangeably put them on, take them off, and you don't really know what it is that you want. So you learn to do this, you learn to do that, you learn to do this, you learn to do that, right? It's now time to put it all together and build something for yourself. The Ten of Wands has come to a completion, right? The Hierophant is here with the Ten of Wands. And for you, okay, it may be credible for you to look into school. Brushing up on some of your skills that you have. It's important here for you to sit down and figure out what is it that I want and what's worth it and how can I go about getting it. Okay? All right, let's look at Aries inner child. Aries inner child. Whoa. And it's like, jump out. Inner child. Yeah. Aries, why do I get the feeling Spirit's going to be like, but this person enjoys work. This is why. This is their happy place. Work. Work, work. So Aries, Six of Cups, inner child. Six of Cups is here. Six of Cups is telling me that you're working with people, or you're about to work with people that are family to you, kin to you, or you have a dynamic of someone that's older to your younger self, or you are older to someone else's younger self in your working relationship, your working dynamic. This Fool card tells me this is this Aries is you partnering up with someone to come together, right? Taking the leap of faith in your career. And maybe see that having that childlike spirit, I told you Spirit's going to be like, you know, oh, Aries. Even in work, you find play. And maybe that's what you're doing. Maybe you're someone that's going to be building something that's like fun, like engages a younger crowd, right? It could be a place like a bar, a sports, something that is engaging and fun, right? Whatever this is, it's different for you because it's taking you out the box, but there's a partnership here. Page of Wands, you're going full steam ahead with whatever this is. Like you've gotten everything you need and you're just kind of like, all right, let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's put in the energy. Let's put in the effort. Let's physically, right? So wands are tangible. Let's physically do this. Seven of Wands, you have help and protection. You have like, it's like an angel investor, right? Like you are a man, boots on the ground, and you have someone that's like the protection behind you, right? You have someone that's there driving things in your direction, bringing opportunities in your direction, protecting you, right? And this is good. So I see a new adventure, you're opening up in this month to new business opportunities, new ventures, right? This partnership, Six of Cups, could be long lasting. This partnership is something that could have been here for a long time, Aries, right? So this new venture for me is saying that you're stepping off a new cliff, but you're not afraid. I feel like once you see your way down, right, you're full steam ahead, wizard. Whatever this is, Aries, it brings prosperity to you, right? The Sun card. It brings prosperity to you. Ooh, okay. Aries, whatever this is for you for the month of August, it brings prosperity, it brings success, and you have the backing of people that have your back. All right? Leo, you're about to go through a massive time in your life in August where this change is mandated. This change is coming. You're going to love it. You're going to fight it, but you're going to love it. Because you're going to be releasing a whole lot of hurts that have been holding you back. Sagittarius, it's time to really sit down and plan out what it is that you want, where you see yourself going, and what it is that you need to do in order to make this happen. All right, let's get some clarifying messages. Let's get some clarifying messages. Okay, final. All right, we're going to use the 4 agreements. Instead of the 12 agreements, we're going to use the 4 agreements by Don Luis Miguel. 4 agreements. Okay. 1, 2, Hooray. All right, this is for all the fire signs. This is for all the fire signs. So it says, be impeccable with your words, right? Enjoy heaven on earth. Be impeccable with your words. Enjoy heaven on earth. Fire signs. Impeccability of the word can lead you to personal freedom, success, and abundance. You can attain the kingdom of heaven from this one agreement. Be impeccable with your word. What it is that you want. Be impeccable. What do you want? But don't just rush and say it. Think about it. Fully conceive it. Fully conceptualize it. What do you want? What do you want? Be impeccable with your words. Speak clearly. Don't make assumptions. Speak openly and honestly. Leo, I'm a fire shots. I'm loading the bazooka. Shoot. You need to don't stop making assumptions, right? This acidic tongue of yours with the 3 of swords, it's also the mind. The mind took you there before you spit it out. Reel it in. Reel it in, okay? Don't make assumptions. When you speak openly and honestly, you won't have to make assumptions. The day you stop making assumptions, you will communicate cleanly and clearly and achieve impeccability with the word. Cleanly, clearly. If someone does something, don't sit there. Don't gaslight yourself. Don't be gaslit by people who are going to lie to you and tell you only what you want to hear. Go to the person who you feel has affronted you and ask questions. Clear. What do you want to know? And why do you want to know it? What are you going to do with that response when you get it? Ask questions. Because you may end up cutting somebody off. Because you're like, boom, intuition on point. You may end up saying, oh, okay. Good with that. Do not make assumptions. You are being called to communicate clearly and cleanly without you putting your assumptions onto something, someone else putting their juxtaposition on that assumption onto something. Right? It walks like a duck, acts like a duck. Guess what? It's a duck. Don't put nothing else to it. It's not a duck-billed platypus. It's a duck. Okay? It's not Percy. It's Donald. Right? Is it? You know who I'm talking about. You know the cartoon. The next one is don't make assumptions. It says be yourself around others. I feel like Saggy, this goes to you. Not Saggy, Aries. This is going towards you a little bit. Phineas and Ferb. Sorry, I gotta finish it. The cartoon Phineas and Ferb. The platypus. I think it's Percy the platypus. Don't. It's not a Percy. It's a Donald. Yeah, it's a duck. All right, it says the biggest assumption that humans make is that everyone sees life the way we do. We assume that others think the way we think, feel the way we feel, judge the way we judge, and abuse the way we abuse. We are afraid to be ourselves around others because we think others will judge us, victimize us, abuse us, and blame us as we do ourselves. Be yourself. And to hell with anyone who doesn't understand it. Be yourself. Leo, be yourself. Sagittarius, be yourself. Aries, be yourself. Fire signs, be yourself. And release the humanness that clings to us when we need to make assumptions, speak out the side of our necks when we talk to people, right? Right? Be irresponsible with our words. Because we abuse ourselves too when we do that, right? We're busy pointing fingers, and guess what? We got 3 busting shots right back at us. Release that. Be yourself. Be true to yourself. Be impeccable with your words. Be truthful to you, truthful to others, right? Stand on your 10, right? Don't be afraid to be like, hey, you did this. What's that about? At least you went to the person you asked, right? No back road channels, no making assumptions. Success and abundance can be yours, fire sign. But what I'm getting from you, for you, is going forward, right? You're going to need to be yourself, believe in yourself. Ashe, y'all.